So those are the bad bits, and the good bits are probably, these are rotor grids. It's got the Minotaur brakes with 2-piece discs. It's got a 6-pot on the front and 4-pot on the rear, EBC pads. So the brakes have never been used, they've just been sat on the car in build stage for a long time, probably 10 years. So the brakes have never been used. Brakes are like £4.5 now, the brakes. What else? A fiberglass rear hatch, carbon fibre wing uprights, wings off an Ascari, custom 4-inch exhaust all the way through, LED lights, 4-inch exhaust all the way through. Those are Cusco sway bars, and it's got a set of Toyo 315 tyres on the back of it. It's also got DM Motorsport trailing arms, fully rose jointed suspension, and there's no rust anywhere. There's not a single bit of rust on it because it unfortunately has never been on UK roads. So it was imported, turned into a track car by Dragon Performance, and it never got to see the road, unfortunately. So plus side of that is there's no rust. Oh yeah, it's also got a HSD shocks on it. Not sure if you can see, but basically it's got a pair of brand new HSD shocks on it, or 4 brand new HSD shocks on it. And what's more, it's also got a lift kit. So you can see there, I'm not going to see a compressor. Yeah, there's a compressor in the back which powers 4 air cups. So I've got air cups on each corner. I've got 4 air cups. The car will rise and lower on air cups using this air compressor here. So yeah, electrics wise, it's had a full Motorsports rewire by Phil at XDR Motors. So yeah, the rewire was several K. Can't quite remember how much, but it was a lot. I guess this is probably the most expensive part. Haltech Nexus R5. So that is the current latest ECU as used by all the pro motorsport guys. Haltech PDM distribution module and a full Motorsports rewire. Smart coils, Haltech everything. So yeah, all of the wiring on this car is brand new. That's the power steering pump. It's got a plumbed in fire extinguisher, and this is probably one of the coolest parts. So this is OEM wheel, and everything operates wirelessly from the Cartec. So you've got flash indicators, high beam, low beam, and you've got flappy paddle gear shift. So this is by Domiworks, and that is it's a genuine Lifeline Boss. So this was a lot of money. I don't want to say how much it was on camera, but this is a lot. And that is to run the 8 HP. You notice there's no gear stick. That's because it's got a BMW automatic 7-speed gearbox. So yeah, paddle shift, straight up and down, 7-speed, very quick shifts, and also pretty much an indestructible gearbox. So the yeah, it's all stripped out for track use. All the weight reduction's done. So the standard RX-7 gearbox tends to break. Third gear tends to strip the synchros. So it's essential to upgrade the gearbox on an RX-7 that makes more than 350, 400 horsepower. And in this case, we've gone for the 8HP70, which came from a BMW 525, and that was fitted by Phil at XDR Motors using a Domiworks plate. And also, I need to show you, it's got a Turbo Lamic TCU for the it's got Turbo Lamic TCU for the gearbox. Can't remember how much that is, but that is basically the best. It's the best. Yeah, you got water injection there as well. That's not plumbed in, but it's there if you want it. What else can I show you? This is a power tune. Power tune dash does your speedo, RPM, a whole bunch of other stuff, sensors. And this is the Haltech control unit, so everything's on here. Power steering pump, start stop, shocks, hazards, everything's all there. And that runs on the Haltech. So yeah, what else can I show you? Seats are nothing to really shout about. Got a custom fuel tank system in the back by Dragon Performance and Julian at Pro 4M. So it's got custom aluminium tanks basically over the rear passenger wells. Again, there's that plumbed in fire extinguisher. That's the Cartec module. Oh yeah, it's automatic gearbox, but clutch by wire. So you can still do your burnouts and your drifts and everything else because you've just got a clutch pedal. Okay, so the bad points. Yeah, it used to be a time attack car. That's why it was never road registered. But it does have an MOT. So it does have a logbook. It does have an MOT. It has been MOT'd. It was very briefly driven on the road as part of Phil's wiring job and gearbox job. So it's just a bit of heritage there. That's when Ross took it to time attack in about 2006. Motor, so you've got a Griddy 4-inch intercooler, Vibrant clamps, 4-inch pipes done by Julian at Pro 4M. Turbo is a T88. You've got your brake pistons there, so you can change the brake bias front and rear. The motor is a street port, and it has a brand new full function engineering fuel system. Again, that's Phil's motorsport motorsport wiring. Dragon catch tank. Yeah, it's a full function engineering fuel system, and the injectors are Injector Dynamics 2600. These are genuine Ream lights. It's obviously got a uprated intercooler. I think that's a Koyo. Again, that was done by Julian at Pro 4M. All the piping's done there. Look. So yeah, it's a street port motor. It was mapped to something like 450, something like that. I've got the graphs somewhere. But then unfortunately it lost compression one day, and I believe it's due to being in storage for so long. So obviously it wasn't used for so long that we believe it might have had some internal corrosion from being sat around for a long time, and that may have caused it to dislodge a corner seal or something like that. But basically it's lost compression on one of the rotors. I wouldn't recommend trying to turn it over. just because you might damage it more basically, but it seems that one of the corner seals has dislodged. But this motor has never done any miles. It's been mapped, it's been driven to the MOT, it's been started on the garage, and in fact that's probably what has actually done the damage, because these things need to be taken out, warmed up, revved hard, serviced. This car has basically been started up on the garage every few months, and it has been revved on the driveway, but it was sat for many years prior to me getting my hands on it. It was kind of a barn find at Dragon Performance, and I think there must have been some corrosion build up, and then I mapped it and it was fine for mapping. It did great with mapping. Then got it home, started it a few times, and then yeah, it lost compression, and we think it's a corner seal. But yeah, I'm leaving the country, so I'm not going to be getting it rebuilt or doing anything like that. So yeah, time to send it on its way basically. Yeah, the splitter's not finished. So this is can't remember what this is called. It's called Alumilite. It's an Alumilite splitter, and it's all on these aluminium brackets here, so it's quite sturdy. But this is in foam. The idea was to cover this in carbon fibre, finish it off that way. I do have all the carbon fibre and glue that will come with the car. It's in that box over there. So yeah, you need to finish off the splitter basically. It's got a diffuser. This big blue thing here, that is that's a diffuser. That is off it's off a Radical actually. So yeah, I've got a diffuser from a Radical that needs to be fitted. So that will obviously go. That will go on the back. So you'll have your diffuser there. So yeah, I mean, it needs the engine rebuild. So what's that? £4 or less if you do it yourself. I'm not sure if it will need another remap. It has been mapped. There's a map on there that's going to be 430, 450 brake. It's got the injectors to do much higher power. Obviously the gearbox can take 1,000 horsepower with that 8 HP gearbox. So yeah, it needs a rebuild, it needs a paint. Windscreen I've got, as I've mentioned. As I say, it's got a logbook, it's got an MOT, it's road registered. So yeah, it just needs someone to finish the paint, finish the splitter, change the windscreen, service the engine with the corner seals, and then yeah, it should be good to go. So yeah, I'm off. I'm definitely selling this time. I'm not playing around, it needs to go. So get in touch and let's do a deal. Thanks.